What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another early AHA demo from the deluxe edition of Hunting High and Low. Are you gonna come up? I think, yep, she's gonna come join us. What a lucky thing. It's the first video of the night that she's actually been a part of. But yeah, we're gonna listen to the demo version of Hunting High and Low, a tune that's been on my mind recently. I reacted to the video a couple months ago, and in that reaction, I was thinking a lot more about the lyrics, and ultimately it did remind me as I went to shoot this that Hunting High and Low is one of the original normal album tracks of AHA's that my reaction for got retroactively blocked. I think people who've been here a while will remember a number of tracks from their proper studio albums made it fully up onto YouTube for, I don't know, it was like a month, maybe 6 weeks, and then suddenly over the course of a week, about 18 of them or 17 of them got blocked worldwide, and so those reactions are no longer available. It did occur to me that now that I use Patreon for a lot more things, I could put those older reactions, which I think I still have somewhere on my computer, onto Patreon, and at least they could be up there even though they won't be in the playlist, or here on YouTube I mean. So yeah, I'll work on that, but in the meantime we're going to hear the demo version of Hunting High and Low. I wonder how similar sonically it may be. Obviously lyrics might be altered as well, or at least in a nascent or preliminary stage compared to the final album track. So yeah, curious to hear how different this will be, but in general I'm a big fan of the tune as it became on their debut album. Let's listen to the demo. This is AHA and a demo version of Hunting High and Low, included in a deluxe edition of the same album. Well, a very different opening. The tone is different, the instrumentation is different.
Watching days, follow days, endless times. Eyes in your face, window shopping, oh sweetheart, and new shoes. Changing looks in your eyes came to me as no surprise. Now something's gone against the something dark against the light. I tear myself to pieces, trying to fall everything at once. There's no end to the lengths I go to. Was it all? What do you know what it means to love you?
Definitely a funkier vibe. Wow, so vastly different than the version which would end up on their debut album. And although the roll-in of the chorus, there's a moment where it feels familiar, where it's something I know, the sonics, the vocal performance, very distinct compared to what the track would become. So I feel like this one was much more of a work in progress compared to the version of TOM we heard last time, which was, although different and, let's say, a bit underdeveloped compared to the final album version, this definitely feels like more rudimentary, or like a prototype version. So yeah, definitely a higher funk feel. Morton's vocal delivery had a bit more strain and almost torturous sound to it, although again he goes up into the elegant sky on a couple occasions which are reflective of the final version of the tune. So a really fascinating version. I'm definitely happy that they continue to work on this one, because I think the album version is majestic, it's powerful, it has emotional depth to it. This feels like a bit more of a funky jaunt. It was reminding me of if you took some of the crazy Bridges vibes, mix that with a bit of, let's say, early Depeche Mode, which my brain goes to that place when I think about early 80s electronic type of sonics. But yeah, it feels like the germinal aha sound mixed with a bit of that Bridges craziness. So I suppose that's not terribly surprising, but again, I will say I'm appreciative that whether they or the studio folks were like, you know what, there's something here, but we need to keep pushing this one. We need to take it to a different place, because the final destination, if you will, I do think is much superior. But yeah, a really interesting experience going through these demos and knowing just how much development and work went into their first album, which, you know, for many people, they'll be familiar with this story. You'll be familiar with the story still in more detail than I am, but I am learning both through the Aha movie, through the comments that people have been writing going way back to when we listened to the proper album, Hunting High and Low, and right up into the present now, catching some more sonic differences and having more context going through Bridges. This is all very enlightening, so it's very great to do this. Thank you once again to Sophia. I am going to do another Aha reaction in the same batch, and generally speaking, knowing that there's actually so much left, my plan is now to do 2 Aha reactions on Sunday and to try to do an Aha video along with other videos throughout the week, so that it'll be, you know, Aha is bookending the week and there's even something in the middle. So just trying to keep all the Aha family engaged in the journey that we're going through. And indeed, shout out to a number of you. A lot of you are over on Patreon as well, so I'm very appreciative of all that. Luca, who was unaware that I spilled a little tea while I was drinking, thrown off by the Sonics and their intensity and also disparity relative to the album version. I will move her onto the chair. Ah, she's biting my thumb, see? She's sweet, she's friendly, and then she bites your thumb. Do let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.